A snow day, I've lost count. What is this number? What, we have 3 last week and 2 this week and 1 the week before, so snow day number 6. I want to show you guys, we are going to start typing on Desmos. So today you'll just open up the basic Desmos graphing calculator. I've put the link on the assignment, but if you want to just open up desmos.com and open up the graphing calculator, this is what we're going to do today. So we are actually going to type in quadratic equations that are in like that ABC form. So I'm just going to pick one, and I'm going to type in, we always start out with y equals, let's go x squared. Now if you want to type an exponent, you simply hit shift and 6, and if you can see, the cursor now comes up and you can put an x squared. And then you just have to hit the right arrow and it'll get out of the exponent. Plus 3x minus 2. I don't know. I'm just making one up. All right, so there are going to be some things I'm going to ask you today on your assignment to tell me about this parabola. So the first thing I might ask you, does this open up or down? This one, it is a U shape and it starts here, and then the center is in the middle, and then it opens up. So this one definitely opens up. The second thing I'm going to ask you about the parabolas today are, does this have a maximum or a minimum point? If you see, I'm asking you, does it have a high point or a low point on the graph? And on this one, it does have a low point, and if you can see, you can zoom out and see that this graph is going to go up forever and ever and ever. The more I zoom out, like it's going up into the hundreds, but it has a minimum point. It has a valley. So it has a valley. So this one, if it says max or min on this one, we would say this one has a minimum. All right, and then the other thing that it's going to ask you is where the points cross the x-axis. So we have an x, this is the y-axis, the x-axis is the one that goes left to right. Hang on just one second. My children are being a little too loud and I need to give them a warning. Hey girls, 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 I can't hear. Please be quiet. All right, here we go. So we're looking at the x-axis, and if you can see on this graph, it actually crosses twice. So it crosses at this point, negative 3.562. So on the x-axis, it crosses at, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to make a note. I didn't put that first. All right, my x-axis points are negative, what was that again? 3.562, and this one over here, 0.562. So it crosses twice, once at the negative and once at the positive, and you just type those, you're just looking right at the x-axis and you're looking at the x coordinate there of those points. So those are the 3 things I might ask you about an equation today. So I will give you the equations on the Canvas assignment. You'll just type them in, look at the graph here on Desmos, and then go back to Canvas and answer the question. If you want to split your screen, it might be helpful. So let's try another one. Let's make this a negative, and let's make this a -4, and let's make this a +3. I don't know. I'm just making this up. All right, so I am going to zoom out so we can see the entire graph here. All right, on this one, does this one open up or open down? This one opens down. Now, does this one have a maximum or a minimum value? The last one had a minimum because it had a valley. This one has a peak. It's got a high point, but then the rest of the graph goes down forever and ever. So this is a maximum. It's got a high point. And then this one, the x-axis, the first point, you can simply just click on those and those dots will pop up. So I got -4.646 And my second point is positive 646. And if we solve these on the quadratic formula, we would be getting fractions as our answer. That's how they correspond. These two values here on the x-axis are the solutions to the quadratic formula, and once we're in person, we'll be able to tie all of this back together. All right, so I've got one more, maybe two, just depending. Oh, not 23, 2. All right, here we go. I'm just making these up. So then we are going to make this decision here. All right, the equation, the first thing I'm going to ask you, does this open up or down? This one is still pointing down, so it opens down. It has a high point, so that would be a maximum value. Now on this one, it's asking you where does it cross the x-axis? And if you can see here along the x-axis, the graph never crosses it. So on this one, we would say does not cross. So these are types of questions you will be asked about your graphs today. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email. Just if you would like to Google me, if you have a question, I can do screen sharing. I don't have my camera with me here at the house, but I can do a screen share and help you walk through things if you are having trouble typing things into Desmos. So I just want to remind you that if you want to type in that exponent, so to type in I need to hit notes so I don't type in. So if you want an exponent, you hit Shift plus a 6, and then that will create your exponent. So whenever I typed in my equation here, when I typed it in, I typed in y equals, and then if I want to type 3x squared, I hit 3x, but to make my squared, I hit Shift 6, and then I can type in my 2. Then to get out of the exponent, we hit the right arrow, hit it once, and it comes out. So then you can type in whatever the rest of your equation is. Anything like that. All right, so since I typed that in, let's just go ahead and answer these. Does this open up or down? Question is, it opens up. This one has a valley, so it has a minimum value. It has a low point. Now this one crosses the x-axis, and if you can see down here, there's a lot of little points. So I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit, because if you zoom in, you can see this a little better. So this is a place where it crosses the x-axis, 0.667. Just to let you guys know, that's 2/3. And the other one where it crosses is at a perfect 1. And again, if we would have solved the quadratic formula, those would have been our two answers for this. So those are the types of things that you will be asked today. Again, I'm available during school hours. If it's after school hours, still email me if you have questions, because I do have my school email on my phone. So if you guys need me, you guys know how to get a hold of me. And I hope you guys are staying safe. Don't drive in this unless you absolutely have to, but still have fun. I finally got out today in my driveway and dug my car to where if there was an emergency, I could get out. Thankfully, I had somebody come and clear my driveway with a big plow, so it is a lot better. I hope you guys have a great day, and I might see you on Thursday. You might be hearing from me on video again. So again, I'm going to just post day to day, because I really don't know what we do online versus if we were in person will look a little bit different, because whenever we're graphing, I know this sounds really silly, but I like to point at things when I teach, and I can't point at anything right now. And so I think that there's certain things that we can do online at home, and there's some things that I want you guys to be able to watch me on a camera or watch me in person. So that's going to change how we do a couple things. So just every day, once I hear the call, I will start working on the lesson plan if we're online or we're at home. So I will hear from you guys all soon, and hopefully I see you sooner rather than later. Have a good one.